Hello friends. So I've already gotten a lot of follow-up questions from that medicinal herb tour that I shared yesterday. And so I wanted to jump in real quick today and answer some of those questions for you. So the first question is, where can I buy these plants? So some of them you're going to be able to find at any plant nursery. Things like bee balm, lemon balm, lavender, sage, rosemary, those kind of things you can probably find at Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart. Any big box nursery will carry those. But when you get into some of the specialty herbs like feverfew and marshmallow and horehound and motherwort, you're not going to be able to find those in stores, at least not here where I live. So you have a couple of options. First, you can order seeds, and that's what I do. I like to order medicinal seeds from a couple places. Number one, Strictly Medicinal Seeds. They have anything you could ever want. I mean, literally anything. They're amazing. So that's the first place I would check. Baker Creek, where I order a lot of my vegetable seeds, they also carry a pretty good variety of herbs as well. So sometimes I'll find seeds through Baker Creek. And then you can also check with like So Right Seeds, Grow House, Johnny's. Most seed suppliers will have an herb selection. But when you want those kind of specialty medicinals, go to Strictly Medicinal Seeds. Now, if you don't have the time, patience, or energy to grow all of these herbs yourself, you can buy dried herbs and work with them and make your own teas and tinctures and all the things. So if you want to just buy pre-grown dried herbs, I really love Star West Botanicals. They are amazing, and I have had great results ordering from them. So you could check Star West Botanicals. Mountain Rose Herbs is another great resource. I've also found some good things from Anthony's Organics, which is on Amazon. The next question I got was, how are we drying these herbs to store? So I do it a couple of ways. You can hang them to dry in bundles, where you essentially just tie your little bundle of herbs together with twine and hang it in a sunny window, or I hang them in my greenhouse in the summer. It's sort of like a dehydrator. It gets so warm in there. But my favorite way to preserve them is with a freeze dryer. And a freeze dryer is kind of a big expense. It's a big appliance, but it's so worth it if you are doing a whole lot of growing vegetables and herbs and you need it for preservation. We have very much gotten our money's worth out of it, and we love it so much we've actually talked about getting a second one to kind of help preserve more at one time. So highly recommend a freeze dryer. I will link the one I have below for you and give you a coupon code as well. But yeah, you can dry them just with a dehydrator. You can air dry them, hanging them in bundles, or you can freeze dry them. But the biggest thing is you want to make sure they are completely dried out before you store them. And I like to store my dried herbs in mason jars, just regular glass mason jars. You want an airtight lid on them. And that's it. I keep a bookshelf that I call my apothecary shelf, and I store all of my dried herbs there, along with all of my tinctures and infused oils and different herbal preparations in progress. So let me know what other questions you have about herbalism, how to use these herbs, and what kind of videos you would like to see next. I love teaching herbs, and I would love to help you learn. So let me know what you want to know. What questions do you have? And I'll be back soon with a garden tour for you. See you soon.